Iyon, and start recording mga kalapid na welcome sa isa na namang reaction video ulit. Part 2 agad tayo. Bakit? Siyempre, habang nag-scroll tayo, 23 hours ago, eto, itong news. Israel nightmare. North Korea's plan to arm Hamas with nukes in Israel-Palestine war. Makikisali na rin tong North Korea, 'di ba? Aarmasan na yung Hamas at saka Palestine, 'di ba? So, eto papakinggan natin, hindi rin naman tayo 100% sure. 'Di ba katulad nga nung sinasabi ko habang nag-e-enjoy ang lahat may nangyayari na pala na malalim na hindi pa rin alam ng iba, 'di ba? So sana ito yung mga napapansin uli, okay? Hindi yung mga maletang walang kwenta. Okay, tuloy.
It's an unexpected player that has captured. In the enduring conflict between Palestine and Israel, there's an unexpected player that has captured global attention: North Korea. Universally recognized as one of the most isolated nations in recent decades, North Korea has distanced itself from global geopolitics.
North Korea has distanced itself from global geopolitics. 'Di ba? Kaya nga dyan sobrang higpit dyan sa North Korea. Nagkaroon na rin tayo ng content regarding sa North Korea. Kung gusto nyo, hanapin nyo na lang po.
Shunned globalization and steadfastly refused reliance on any foreign entities. Yet during the recent skirmishes between Israel and Hamas, North Korea made a statement.
North Korea made the statement. Yet during the recent skirmish between 'di ba? Skirmishes between Israel and Hamas, North Korea made a statement.
They squarely blamed Israel for the bloodshed in Gaza.
So Israel lang, sabi ko sa inyo, Israel yung Israel pa yun. Pero yung actually yung Hamas na nag-start nung ang tawag dito nung air assault sa Israel, 'di ba? Yung Hamas. Pero kung mapapanood nyo kasi talaga yung mga documentary talaga na itong dalawang bansa na ito, yung Israel talaga, binubutcher din yung mga taga-Gaza, yung mga Palestinians. 'Di ba? Tuloy. Kaya nga, 'di ba, squarely blamed Israel for bloodshed. So, bloodshed in Gaza. Even more surprising were reports.
Even more surprising were reports suggesting North Korea might be aiding the Palestinian group, Hamas, by supplying weapons. This leads us to ask, what exactly is the relationship between North Korea and Palestine?
Yun nga, ano nga ba, 'di ba? Ano nga ba? Kasi 'di ba ang US ang tinulungan yung Israel. Pero ang nagpondo sa Iran, tandaan nyo ng 6 million ba o 6 billion dollars, nakalimutan ko na rin sa content ko, 'di ba? Yung US din dahil yung mga na-capture nila na 5 Amerikano kapalit nung niransaman, 'di ba? Kaya yung Hamas nagkaroon ng pondo para atakihin yung Israel. Tandaan nyo yun Pero ngayon ang US kampi ng Israel, 'di ba? O ngayon, ano naman yung relasyon ng North Korea sa Palestine?
And what role does North Korea play in the Israel-Palestine conflict? Let's delve into this. Historically, North Korea has enjoyed amiable relationships with several Middle Eastern countries. For years, North Korea has supplied missile technology and arms to various nations in the Middle East.
Pera. Sabi ko sa inyo, gera. In the Middle East, including Iran, Syria, Libya, and Egypt, puro kalaban ni Israel yan. Diba? So yun yung relasyon, tuloy.
Including Iran, Syria, Libya, and Egypt. In an attempt to deter this, Israel reportedly offered North Korea a foreign investment of $1 billion for gold mining operations in exchange for halting the sale of 150 medium-range Nodong ballistic missiles to Iran.
Yun ang kapalit. Diba? 150 medium-range Nodong ballistic. Hindi, siguro yun yung pangalan, Nodong. Diba? Sa atin, pangalan yan, Dodong. Ballistic missiles to Iran. So yun yung 150 medium range. 'Di ba?
During the Yom Kippur War in 1973, North Korea dispatched 20 pilots and 19 non-combat personnel to aid Egypt. In the 1980s, North Korea shifted from direct military opposition to Israel, and instead chose to sell weapons and military technology to Israel's adversaries in the between Israel and North Korea. There are no formal diplomatic ties, and communication between the two nations is essentially hostile. North Korea doesn't recognize Israel and refers to it as an imperialist.
Yun So, North Korea, hindi niya inaano yung Israel. Hindi niya, ang tawag doon? Hindi niya pinapansin, di ba?
Between the two nations is essentially hostile.
Hindi niya nire-recognize.
North Korea doesn't recognize Israel and refers to it as an imperialist satellite. Conversely, Israel doesn't acknowledge North Korea, recognizing only South Korea as the legitimate Korean government.
Same lang. Pero eto si Israel, ang sinasabi niya, South Korea lang daw yung legitimate Korean government. O, di ba? Di mag-aaway talaga yan. Sabi ko siya, ewan ko ba sa inyo, may topak din yung Israel, di ba? Government Israel stands as one of the most vocal.
Israel stands as one of the most vocal international critics against North Korea's nuclear development. Numerous Israeli officials expressed concerns that North Korea's aggressive nuclear stance indirectly poses a significant threat to Israel's security and the overall stability of the Middle East. Since 1988, North Korea has recognized Palestine's sovereignty over all of Israel, with the
Ayan since 1988, North Korea has recognized Palestine sovereignty over all of Israel. So, kinikilala talaga ni North Korea na sovereign tun si Palestine. Pero gustong sakupin Israel, 'di ba? With the exception,
of the Golan Heights, which they acknowledge as Syrian territory. In contrast,
Syrian territory daw yung Golan Heights. In contrast,
Israel views North Korea and its nuclear program as a global security threat, calling for international measures against the nation. At its core, North Korea perceives the Israeli government as a puppet of American imperialism.
Puppet daw ng American imperialism, di ba? Pero kita mo, ito kasi may problema din to si Biden sa isip. Di ba? Sa pamumuno niya eh. Okay.
At its core, North Korea perceives the Israeli government as a puppet of American imperialism and sees Palestine as an oppressed nation fighting for its freedom. Ideologically, North Korea asserts
Tama yun. Kung papanoorin nyo yung mga, sabi ko sa inyo, di ba, Ode Alteram Partem. So, dun sa side na yun, tama yung kwento dito. Na yung Palestine talaga ang gusto nila makawala dun sa parang Taiwan, 'di ba? Gusto nila yung soberanya nila sa China. Ganon din yung Palestine, 'di ba?
its revolutionary credibility as anti-imperialist and anti-colonialist by supporting Palestine and denouncing Israel as an American stooge. North Korea's backing of extremist Palestinian groups like Hamas is intertwined with the regime's anti-American and anti-West ideology. In essence, an enemy of America and the West is deemed a friend of North Korea. That's the general sentiment.
Enemy of America and the West is deemed a friend of North Korea. Lahat daw ng kakampi ng Amerika at ng Western countries, 'di ba? Is deemed a friend. Hindi. Tama, is deemed as a friend of North Korea. That's the general sentiment.
Ideology. In essence, an enemy of America and the West is
An enemy of America and the West is deemed a friend of North Korea. Yun.
deemed a friend of North Korea. That's the
So, pagkakalaban ka ng Amerika, friend naman ni North Korea yun. Di ba?
general sentiment. It's an open secret that North Korea has long provided arms and support to Palestine. Though it's believed that North Korea shifted from weapon assistance to a more pragmatic form of support after the fall of the Soviet Union in 1990.
So, eto nga, 'di ba? Pinapakita natin dito Israel nightmare. North Korea's plan to arm Hamas with nukes na, nuclear. Sabi ko sa inyo, World War III, tuloy natin dito. Etong isa, New Iran hypersonic missile can destroy US in 40 seconds. Yan yung sinasabi ko sa inyo. 'Di ba? Pagkaya tumama na yan, 'di ba sabi doon sa mga propesiya pagdating sa Israel, sabi yung mga bansa magtitipon-tipon lahat ng malalakas para durugin yung Israel. Kung ito yung mga tatama sa'yo, 40 seconds, 'di ba? Anong liligtas doon? Paano magliligtas yung mga tao doon? Kung pulbos na, wala nang Israel, 'di ba? Kakampi ng Israel yung US. Ano ba talaga totoo? Pagdating dito minsan talaga, pagdating sa mga propesiya, pinagloloko nyo yung mga tao 'Di ba? No, new Iran hypersonic missile can destroy US in 40 seconds. Oh.
Iran has become the fourth nation in history to have hypersonic missiles. Only the US, Russia, and China have dared to achieve such
US, Russia, and China lang meron. Kasama pati itong Iran. Ang may mga hypersonic missile. So, ibig sabihin, Israel, wait ka lang. At meron din silang ganito.
a feat. Named by the supreme ruler of Iran himself, Fatah, meaning conqueror, is a spiky,
Ano pala to? Delikado. Fatah. Tangin na.
mean, grim, medium-range ballistic missile that can disintegrate targets before the
Oh, yun yung mga sinusupply din ng ano, 'di ba, ng North Korea sa Iran. Tandaan nyo kanina, mga mid-range hypersonic missile.
target even knows it's there. With such a weapon, Russia-allied Iran could easily deal serious damage to its US-allied opponents in seconds, particularly Israel, its arch-nemesis. But Fatah won't go unchallenged. As we'll see in some minutes, the US may have a damaging response to Iran's hypersonic missile.
Yun. Doon muna natin tapusin yung part 2 natin. Mag-enjoy na lang kayo sa buhay nyo. Pero ito na yung nangyayari sa atin sa globally. 'Di ba? Globally, ito na yung nangyayari. Kaya, patulpo kayo ng patulpo. Ito na yung nangyayari, hindi nyo nakikita. Kaya, buksan nyo yung inyong mga mata. Lawakan na yung mga isip. Ang tanong, totoo ba? Yun lang mga kalapid comment kayo, 'di ba? Ito na yung sinasabi ko sa inyo. Okay? And stop recording.